I just wanted to do like a little quick video on how sad addiction is. People are legitimately slaves to their addiction. You got this, man. And it's just like somebody was literally willing to go in between two trains today. All this bird shit. Isn't the city great? All right. All the bird shit we get to walk on. You know, like the little platform, like barely a platform. You're not supposed to walk in between trains while it's moving, but people do it all the time. They're used to it. Those people are probably born and raised New Yorkers, and they're probably also the type that walks like this close to a 60-mile-per-hour driving car. There's just so much exposure to that type of transportation and fast-paced life. They get scared of shit, type of thing. Like it's, you know, actually people die every year from walking in between the trains. But people still do it. And there's signs all over the subway that say don't do it. But anyway, so I'm just like, now that I stopped smoking weed for 3 weeks or whatever, or a month or so now, I'm getting annoyed when I do smell it, and I'm getting annoyed when I actually get sick to my stomach when I smell the cigarettes. You know, it's I hate it. I can't even like go to the gym without whiffing in everyone's cancer sticks. And Harlem is big on people smoking. Like it's just yeah, I actually can't believe how annoyed I am by weed now. And I'm just so glad I'm not into it anymore. But damn, dude, if you're willing to, like, you must be in a pretty bad place to step between two trains to hit the end of a roach. Like, and people were smoking tonight in the subway. Like, it was like booming smoke, and the girl looked over at me self-consciously, and I could tell she felt guilty. And I just gave her a sweet smile because I didn't actually know that when I first came onto the subway. I got the like stench of ganja, and I was like, okay, like, so I walked to the other side of the train, and I just looked over. I was just being a human, like looked over, and then she was like hitting it right as I looked over, and she was like hitting it, and she felt guilty. And you could tell, like, people when they're hitting weed and like they feel bad in public, like it's a low vibration activity. You think you're raising your vibes, and I guess I got a little more confidence on the matter now because my acting partner tonight said, yo, kudos for that perspective. And I was like, thanks, because we were catching up, we haven't seen each other for a minute. And he said, wait, so you, because I said, yo, I quit smoking cigarettes, weed. And at first he was really excited about the cigarettes, and then I got to the weed part, and he's like, oh man, like he was kind of like bummed out because he and I kind of like vibed over that when we first met. We were both like, oh yeah, I was like, I smoke weed in the shower, and like I put music on, and like he's like, oh, you a vibe. And like it's funny how like we can like make your friends like that too. But and then he's like, and we were kind of like laughing about it. I was like, I know. I was like, you know, he's like, so you're just like, it's like no weed at all, like you're just done. I was like, yeah, dude, I was just tired of thinking, like, being programmed that, okay, I'm gonna feel better after. And he was like, oh yeah, actually though, yeah, kudos to that perspective. I was like, thanks. Yeah, and like I got that like chest cold from working with little kiddos. Like a week ago, and then this morning I woke up. I'm just saying, like, I can't believe, like, I used to get sick and still smoke. Like, it actually just puts you back. But it is a low vibrational activity, And maybe at the beginning of the joint, you feel like better and stuff, but honestly, I'm not saying you can't have a little fun at a party and like let loose, and you might be able to get me to do a little puff pass at a party when I'm feeling good and after that at the end of the year celebrating all my hard work and accomplishments, but I'm never gonna go back to sitting on the couch and nah, dude, that sounds like miserable. I truly believe too, I thought about it, the first person that introduced me to weed was one of my haters. And I thought about some more interactions. God kind of put the memories in my mind to help me realize who should be in my life and who's really like there for me and who's really just there to make me feel, I don't know, some type of way, right? Like, and I remember first time he ever asked me if I wanted to smoke weed, it was right after I told him I'd finished all my homework. And I was like a week ahead early in all my homework, and I was doing super well in college, and president of the rowing team. And I remember I was like, yep, I finished all my homework. And then he goes, cool, you want to smoke some weed? And then I remember we were eating at the cafeteria, and I was like, sure. And I thought more about it. He was just one of those people in my life that wasn't really ever my friend, even though it hurts to think like that. But met some pretty inspirational people tonight too. Knew some of the actors from. Well, I didn't meet any of the actors from from California today. We're gonna meet them tomorrow. But I met one girl from New Jersey, and she just rolled in with spirit, and I love people like that. And I asked her a couple questions. Said, because I could tell she had experience and confidence, and she was giving us advice and stuff, and she's also of the mindset of like no more gatekeeper shit, you know. And I was like, cool. So I asked her some questions about music and taking feedback, and I told her I just started getting into making music this year, and then she was like, well, yeah, like, and gave me some really solid advice. And then she sent me some of her music after we exchanged numbers, and her music's really, really good. I love it. I love her voice too. Like, it's like kind of jazzy folk indie. I don't know how to explain it. So, yeah, just getting home. But yeah, quit smoking weed, you guys. You'll be much more productive, and you're not gonna get in those thoughts. And you know what type of thoughts I'm thinking of, like. Anyway, I'm home. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna do a Bible study. Peace.